Now, you'll be pleased to know I've got 3 final questions. I suggest that you deliberately sourced death cap mushrooms in 2023. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
I suggest you deliberately included them in the beef Wellingtons you served to Don Patterson, Gail Patterson, Ian Wilkinson and Heather Wilkinson. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
And you did so intending to kill them. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
It's been a long stint on the stand for Erin Patterson, but after another day of cross-examination by Crown Prosecutor Nanette Rogers, the accused mushroom cook murderer ended her testimony. It was a day where the Crown tried to tie up loose ends, quizzing Erin on leftovers, phones, and her actions after that deadly lunch. I'm Brooke Grebert-Craig, and this is The Mushroom Cook. It's day 31 of Erin Patterson's murder trial, and I'm here with court reporter Laura Placella. Hi, Laura.
Hey, Brooke. We've made it. We've made it to the end of Erin's testimony. She has been in the witness box over 8 days, and today was her 5th day of cross-examination. As our listeners heard at the top of the episode, 3 final questions were put to Erin before Dr. Rogers said she was done with her cross-examination. And I think today was the last time we'll hear Dr. Rogers ask the immortal question, agree or disagree?
Yes, I think you're right, Laura. I think it's also going to be the last time that we hear Dr. Rogers asking correct or incorrect too. Once again, several topics were covered in court today, so let's start with the dehydrating of mushrooms. Dr. Rogers asked Erin about her evidence from yesterday that she dehydrated the dried mushrooms she purchased from the Asian grocer because they appeared rubbery.
Erin confirmed that she never told Senior Public Health Advisor Sally Ann Atkinson that she dehydrated the dried mushrooms, and she also agreed that she didn't mention it in her evidence-in-chief that was led by her defence barrister, Colin Mandy. Dr. Rogers accused Erin of lying about dehydrating these dried mushrooms. Here's what was said in court. The exchange has been voiced by actors.
I suggest this is another lie that you've made up on the spot.
Incorrect.
I suggest that you're hedging your bets, trying to make it sound like there are multiple possible sources for the death cap mushrooms.
Incorrect.
Dr. Rogers then took Erin to her testimony that she was drinking herbal tea on the morning of July 30, and this is the day after the deadly lunch.
Erin's son told an investigator in his pre-recorded evidence that he remembered his mum drinking coffee that morning. But Erin said her son would have seen her drinking coffee in the morning for 99% of his life, so she said he would assume she was doing the same on July 30. Dr. Rogers put to Erin that she would not be drinking coffee if she was experiencing diarrhoea. Erin agreed with that comment, but reiterated that she was drinking tea that morning.
Yes, Erin's bowel movements were once again mentioned in court today.
Told the court last week that she pulled over on the side of the South Gippsland Highway on her way to Tyab with her children because she needed to go to the toilet. She said she went to the toilet in the bushes, cleaned herself up with some tissues, before they hit the road again. But in his pre-recorded evidence, Erin's son made no mention of them needing to pull over for her to go to the toilet. Dr. Rogers accused Erin today of lying about this. But Erin denied this.
On to the next topic. Dr. Rogers returned to the issue of the leftovers Erin said she fed her children on the Sunday night after the lunch.
And this series of questions also touched upon what Erin ate that evening. In the pre-recorded evidence of Erin's daughter, she said that her mum had prepared a plate of leftovers for herself, but wasn't very hungry, so her brother ate their mum's portion. In her brother's pre-recorded evidence, he also said that their mum had plated up a portion of leftovers for herself. But today, Erin disputed both of her children's recollections. Here's what she was asked.
And do you say that your daughter is wrong about what you prepared yourself for dinner on Sunday night?
She is. The exchange continued.
Do you say that your son is incorrect about what you prepared yourself for dinner on the Sunday night?
Yes, he is.
Dr. Rogers then took Erin to her evidence-in-chief where she told the jury she had a conversation with her estranged husband, Simon Patterson, and her children while they were all at Monash Medical Centre about dehydrating mushrooms and hiding them in muffins.
As our listeners may remember, Erin claimed that after the children left the room, Simon turned to her and accused her of poisoning his parents with her dehydrator. She said he asked her, "Is that what you used to poison my parents?" In his evidence, Simon denied ever saying this to Erin. Dr. Rogers accused Erin of lying about this question from Simon to disguise why she went to the Coonawarra tip the next day to dump her dehydrator. She denied that she lied about this.
Dr. Rogers also asked Erin about her devices, dubbed Phone A, which was never located by police, Phone B, which Erin handed to police during the search warrant of her home on August 5, and Phone C, which is a Nokia she continued to use after the search. Laura, let's start with Phone A. What did the jury hear about it today?
So we're going to try and step our listeners through all of these phones slowly. So I'm glad we're breaking it down and focusing on each phone individually. So focusing on Phone A, this was a phone that Erin bought in February 2023. So by the time of the lunch, it was about 6 months old. She confirmed she was using her usual SIM card, ending in 783, in this phone. Today, Dr. Rogers asked her if she was using this SIM card right up until August 14, and Erin actually said that she still thinks that SIM card is connected to this day. Dr. Rogers then put a series of accusations to Erin.
I suggest that you use this phone to research death cap mushrooms. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
I suggest you also used Phone A to look up iNaturalist in 2023. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
And I have already put this to you previously, but I just want to make clear that I suggest you saw the post by Tom May on 21st of May 2023 on this phone.
Disagree.
Phone A?
Disagree.
And that's how you saw the post by Christine McKenzie that she'd posted on 18th of April 2023.
I didn't see that post.
You didn't use that phone to do that?
I didn't see the post is what I said.
Phone A was not recovered by police on 5th of August. Agreed?
Agree.
I suggest it's because you deliberately concealed this phone from police. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
After these questions, Dr. Rogers took Erin back to her evidence-in-chief when she said that Phone A was not cutting it anymore by early August because the screen was damaged. But Dr. Rogers suggested to Erin today that there was actually nothing wrong with Phone A at all, and this was another lie. Erin disagreed. She was then shown dozens of pages of phone records that have previously been shown to the jury. Erin confirmed that on August 4, the phone records appeared to suggest that she was continuing to use her SIM card in this phone. Dr. Rogers then took Erin to August 5, the day the search warrant was executed at her house. It was at this point that Phone C entered the conversation. Dr. Rogers accused Erin of moving her SIM card from Phone A into Phone C, that being the Nokia, when she was privately calling a lawyer as police searched her house. But Erin denied this accusation. The jury has previously heard that after the search of Erin's house, she was taken to Wonthaggi Police Station for her record of interview. After that had taken place, Erin was returned home by the police and given a property seizure record. She told the court that when she read this record, she realised that Phone A and Phone C had not been seized by police. Erin had claimed that Phone A was left on a windowsill in her lounge room, untouched by police. But Dr. Rogers suggested that claim was nonsense. Erin disagreed with her. So she said it was at that point that she moved the SIM card from Phone A to Phone C, keeping in mind that she said Phone A was damaged and she wanted to use a new phone.
Thanks, Laura, for that explanation. Let's now move on to Phone B.
All right, round 2. So with Phone B, as you said, Brooke, this was the phone that Erin handed to police at the end of the search, before she was taken to the police station for her record of interview. As I just said, it was during this week that Erin said she wanted to set up a new phone. But Erin told the jury last week that she not only wanted to switch from Phone A to Phone B because of the damaged screen, but she also wanted to change her phone number after Simon made that accusation that she had poisoned his parents. The SIM card ending in 783 was her usual phone number, but she said she set up phone B with another SIM card ending in 835. But Dr. Rogers suggested to Erin today that the real reason she handed phone B to police was not because it was the phone she was beginning to use, but because she knew there was no data on the device. But Erin disagreed, telling the court that since this was the phone she was starting to use, it was the phone she felt she should give the police.
And the factory resets of phone B were also touched upon, weren't they?
Yes, they were, and we have spoken a lot about them previously, but she confirmed again today that she did conduct 2 factory resets on August 5 and August 6, having previously explained that she panicked during the search and didn't want police to find any photos on this device of mushrooms or her dehydrator. But Dr. Rogers suggested Erin factory reset the phone for another reason. Here's what Erin was asked.
I suggest that you did 3 factory resets of this phone, phone B, after the lunch on 29th of July 2023.
Agree.
I suggest you did that to conceal the true contents of phone B. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
I suggest that you did this so you could then pass off phone B as your usual mobile phone without police realising. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
So to summarise, Laura, is it right to say that the prosecution are accusing Erin of concealing her real phone, phone A, from police after using it to research death caps and look up iNaturalist?
Yes, that's their case.
And they're also accusing her of then giving police phone B because she knew there would be no data on the device.
That's right.
Great. I'm sure that's not the last time that we will hear about phone A and phone B. But now let's move on.
By this stage, Dr. Rogers had come to the end of her cross-examination, and she had those final 3 questions for Erin that we heard at the top of the episode. After the final disagree from Erin, Dr. Rogers told the court she had no further questions, and she sat back down in her seat.
After a short break, Mr. Mandy started his re-examination of Erin.
And he started off by asking her about the Enrich Clinic. Erin last week told the court that she had an appointment at this clinic to explore gastric bypass surgery on September 13, 2023. This week, the jury heard that this clinic does not offer and has never offered gastric bypass surgery. Erin accepted that that was the case, but today Mr. Mandy wanted to clarify something with her. Erin explained that at the time she made the booking in 2023, she was of the understanding that the Enrich Clinic offered gastric bypass surgery or liposuction. She said that her understanding was they could discuss her needs and what would be the procedure that best suited her. But Erin conceded she must have been mistaken about the clinic offering gastric bypass surgery. The jury was shown a text message that confirmed she did have an appointment on September 13 at the clinic, but as we previously heard, Erin cancelled that appointment 2 days earlier.
Mr. Mandy then asked Erin why she prepared a 6 beef Wellington for that lunch on July 29.
Dr. Rogers had previously accused Erin of preparing this beef Wellington for Simon if he turned up to the lunch. But Erin confirmed that after she bought 5 twin packs of eye fillets and put 2 of those twin packs in the fridge, she decided to use the remaining 6 steaks for her beef Wellington. She said she had enough ingredients to make 6, and she thought she could eat the last one another day.
After briefly covering several more topics, Mr. Mandy announced he had no further questions for Erin.
Justice Christopher Beale then asked Mr. Mandy, "Does that close your case?" And Mr. Mandy replied, "It does, Your Honour." With that, he sat back down and Justice Beale then turned to the jury. He then reiterated to them that they wouldn't be required for a little while because he would be having legal discussions with the prosecution and the defence before the closing addresses could commence. Justice Beale told them that these discussions would commence this afternoon, so he told them that they could go home.
So the jury won't be coming in tomorrow, but rest assured we do have a little something for you. But for now, to stay updated on the case, go to themushroomcook.com.au for more.